Very warm welcome to Wisdom Waves Transform Your Lives and Transform the World. So today we are discussing on a most important topic, that is procrastination. We do procrastinate a lot, right? So it is actually a common problem. Happy Sunday. Yeah, Rajendra, happy Sunday. We do procrastinate a lot. We actually, 70 to 80% people postpone their task, maybe because of some fears or maybe because of the things today which we gonna discuss it deeply. So we'll find out the reasons from our guest. We do postpone the task, we do procrastinate it, and after that we feel bad about it. It's like, why this has happened and all. So today we are delving into that topic, that is the procrastination. So before diving to that topic, let me introduce myself. Hi Krupakaram, very good morning. So before diving to the topic, let me introduce myself. I am Harisree Vaishnavi, a holistic life coach and NLP expert. And I am a chartered accountant. I am an author of the book The Secrets to Live a Stress-Free Life. So we are thrilled to have our guest today who brings a wealth of knowledge and expertise to the table. Our guest is a certified life coach, NLP expert, anxiety specialist, and the author of book Unlock the Power of Limitless Mind. Drawing from his rich background as a former sales manager, he discovered his true calling in life coaching, fueled by an unwavering desire to uplift others. With a profound understanding of human psyche, he employs his expertise in NLP and CBT to navigate clients through obstacles and propel them towards their aspirations. He has helped over 100 people fully overcome their anxiety without medication within a month. If you are seeking a life coach who can assist you in achieving your goals, Asif is the perfect choice. Be sure to check out his page after the live. Today, Asif will be sharing amazing tips and the tricks to overcome the procrastination and help us to understand what is it and why we do that. Thank you so much, Asif, for joining this. Yeah, thank you so much, Asif. Good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah. Very good morning, Vaishnavi. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. So our audience is also waiting for you, for your tips and the tricks about the procrastination. Thank you so much. We are very honored to have you here. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Hi, everybody who
thank
has
you. Thank
joined
you.
here, and yeah. So without wasting further time, so we delve into the topic. So, Asif, according to you, what is the real meaning of procrastination? Why we do that?
Okay. So, actually, when we talk about procrastination, right? So, it is related to the task we are delaying, right? So, we can delay by having lack of motivation, right? Or lack of time management skills, and lack of focus on our work. So we do that procrastination, and when we do that procrastination, it is simple meaning is that we are delaying the task we want to do. Simple, right? So because I'm going to talk in very layman language so that everyone can understand about that, right? I'm not going to use some kind of technical words. So
That
because
would be better
as
for
I
us
earlier
also.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So the main thing is that, like in our life, we want to do lots of things, right? We have many dreams in our life, right? We want to achieve our dreams, and no matter what, it's related to the career, related to the relationship, and our personal goals. Like if you want to getting fit, right? Into want to get a shape, right? So we have lots of goal in our life, right? Sometimes when the new year started, we even take the resolution for the new year's, right? But later on, what happened? If we are in lack of motivation, we delay that task, or if we have lack of skill, then we delay that task, or if we don't have the proper focus to doing that task, we delay that, right? And sometimes it happens because uh, we are not having that much motivation, and it is sometimes, it also has some biochemical energy which we depleted in us, right? It is like if we have a deficiency of vitamins, right, like D3 or B12. So this is also the reason that we delay the task, right? So the first thing is, if we are doing that, when we talk about the physical essence, so it comes to the biochemical energy, then we must need to check our D3 and vitamin B12. The second thing, we have to check our mindset, right? What is our intention of doing that task, right? So if we are really, achieve, if we really want to, want that thing in our life, so we must take the action, right? So this is the main basic information about the procrastination, that ये होता क्या है, like what it is, and why we do it, right? So this is the main thing.
Yes. Actually, many of us don't know like vitamin D and B12 also does this actually, because like we lack
Yes,
of
yes,
energy, we tend to postpone it even we wanted to do. We tend to postpone the task, and many of times we feel like bored about the task. We actually don't want to do it. Yeah, it's like very simple task, we
right.
postpone it because of that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Literally, you are right about that. Even the simple task, like we have to pay the bills, right? So we delay that also,
Yes.
right? We know that it is just on our fingertip, right? We have to click that button and the bill is gonna pay. But we, delay that until the last minute, right?
Yes.
And sometimes we forget about that.
Yes, at least like previously we have to go there. For example, like electricity bill, like we have to go there and pay. Now it is like everything is on like phone only. Then also we delay. It's like we keep on postponing it. It's like yeah, tomorrow we'll do it. Tomorrow we will do it.
Right,
That's the
right,
kind of
right,
things which
right. You are
happen.
right, you are right, right.
So, can you share some of the common impacts of this procrastination on our personal and the professional life?
Okay. So, if we talk about the impact of this procrastination, so it includes, like if we are procrastinating a lot, then it creates the stress in us, right? It started creating stress, and sometimes we miss the deadlines, right?
Yes.
If we are, continuously, delaying the task, so sometimes it happens that we miss the deadlines. So if we are missing the deadlines, it obviously, like it is going to impact in our life. And also, when we are delaying so much, so it will impact in our, work quality, right? For example, if you have to make a presentation for your office or your work, right? And if you are delaying the task, so when you go into that deadline, when you're going into that deadline, so you're gonna start in hurry, right? And when you are, doing in that hurry, obviously you're gonna miss something, right? So
Exactly.
uh, except that it is, sometimes when we are delaying the task, so it also impact our relationship with other people, right? So no matter what is personal relationship or the professional relationship, right, so it also impact on that area.
Yes.
And it also hindered our personal growth, right? So if we are delaying the task, obviously, it gonna impact our personal growth also. Like if someone, want to start the gym since long, and he's thinking that, okay, I have to do that, I have to do that, right? So it is only creating the stress in his mind. So if we are, creating that stress in our mind, later on we can see the impact that it's gonna create. And the other symptom also, like it's gonna convert in the anxiety and depression and mental health issue, right? So it is just a basic thing. First we start the procrastination, then the, other symptoms gonna start in us later on,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So it is very important. We have to check it that what are the impact it is that procrastination is going on our, life, and what are the in our personal life.
Exactly. To add on to your point, is like when we start procrastinating, like for the temporary, we feel like okay, we are avoiding that. We feel like happy. Yes, okay, that's fine. We are. It's like temporary. We want to avoid those kind of feelings. But in the long
Right.
term, it's actually it pile up the guilt mode. It's like it's switching on the guilt mode. It's like why I didn't do that at
Exactly.
that time. Why it's like even though I know that I have to do that, but I couldn't do it because it's like there is no reason. Maybe sometimes of like some other reasons like fears. Sometimes like even we don't find the reason, we'll just postpone it, and after that the guilt, as you correctly mentioned, the stress, the anxiety levels will go up. Again it will
Right.
turn into the mental health issues. Again you have to work on it. It's like simple things
It,
only, but
it goes
keep
into the
on.
loop. Yes.
Yeah. So,
Right.
what it is like many people nowadays actually, I do hear a lot about this. People sometimes people tell like, okay, I want to be perfect. I want my work to be perfect. It's like how this perfectionism, it's like contribute to the procrastination.
Okay. Like if I talk about myself, yeah, in initial days, I also was like that. I do procrastination a lot, and because of that, I have an something in me that I want to do everything perfect. Right? If I have to make a video, until and unless I'm not gonna give a perfect, everything, until and unless I'm not going to post it anywhere. Right? So there is something behind that perfectionism that it is a fear of being judged, right? This is the main thing that we something hiding behind that perfectionism, right? Something that we hide behind that, and per, uh, through procrastination as an individual that if we want to achieve the high standard, right? If we are not having that high standard, so we are not gonna do that work. And if we are leading to that high standard, so it will lead to avoid that simple task we want to do, right? Simple, like अगर आपको video बना, if you want to make the video, like it is very simple, right? So search the topic and start making the video, right? But what we do? Okay, I make the video. Now I have to give it a perfect look, right? We need to, I want to give it a, good editing on it. Okay. So we started seeing the whole picture first, right? Okay, ऐसा होना चाहिए. I have to post like that, right? We
Yeah.
started comparing, compare कि भाई ऐसा मैंने देखा था, I saw like that, and now I'm gonna be like that only. So it is, I am going to meet that high standards, but no, it's not about the high standard. It is about that you are fearing of being judged by the people when it is come to the public platform. So obviously you are somewhere, fearing that what if someone, gives a negative comment on it. Okay, what if someone doesn't like my video, right? So we took the pressure of society also, right? किसी ने कुछ बोल दिया तो, right? So that's why I say there are three types of people. The one is positive people, right? Positive, and the second is negative, and the third is relative. So due to the relatives of the society, we tend to do that perfection, and then we start avoiding those tasks.
Yes. So even it's like the perfectionism, I feel it actually stops your growth also. It is like okay, you are
Yes,
setting that standard. And if you are imperfect, you it's like you are open to learn many things. It's like you will go, okay, I don't
yes,
know that,
yes.
and I can go and learn it. But it's like if you want to be perfect, it's like maybe it's like you are comparing your video with the person who already took more than 2000 videos. Obviously there is a difference. He
Yes,
has that much
yes, okay.
experience, and maybe you can learn from it. You have to learn
Yes,
and apply it. It's like
definitely.
growth is a gradual process, not it's like okay one day you can't think like okay I can do a video or maybe I can do my work who has like 10 years experience in their journey. I can't do like that. It comes through the experience. But when you are actually perfect, when you want to be perfect, you don't even start the task. Okay, it's like I'll do the perfect, otherwise I don't do it only. I have seen some kind of people. It is like they
Yes,
want
obviously.
so much,
Very nice.
yeah, so much perfection in everything they want to do. That's like they feel like okay, if that is not perfect means I don't do it only. I don't start it. I don't take any action. That's actually a very strange thing happening. It's like,
Yes.
don't guys, don't be perfect, be imperfect.
Yes,
Then only you can
because
grow.
in the imperfection there is a growth, there is a zone of growth, right? We can grow in that zone, but
Yes,
in the perfection there is no growth, right? So if we are doing that, right, if we are leading to that perfectionism, then still there is something that in according to the other person वहाँ पे भी कुछ ना कुछ कुछ रहने वाला it is not going to be perfect very much, right?
yes,
So the main thing I have forget to mention that why we do the procrastination a lot, because our mind is looking for the pain and pleasure, right? We avoid the task because of the first consequences of pain.
hmm,
So there is a saying like not doing the task is more comforting than doing a task, right?
yes,
So up in our mind, whenever we are going to do some task, so obviously there must be some kind of discomfort, right? And that our mind doesn't like. Okay,
yes,
so it is kind of short-term pain and long-term gain, but our mind is look for the short-term gain, right? To have the long term goal. So it is vice versa, right? So if we are looking pleasure today, so obviously we're gonna have some kind of pain in the future, right? So, but if we can, if we are ready to take some pain of doing that task on time, then obviously we're gonna have the pleasure in the next thing, right? In the
yes,
future. So
yes,
it is a pain or pleasure, बोले तो rule कि our mind is always towards to get the pleasure and finding some kind of comfort in not doing the task.
yes. It is like temporary pleasure, temporary pleasure in avoiding the task. But actually, our
Yes,
mind actually can't see the long-term gains, what's happening, what is the results we
yes,
will
yes,
get. Even actually,
yes,
look
yes.
like going to the gym. January 1st, resolutions will start. In that first week, gym membership will go up.
Go up, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
then after that, it's like within 10-15 days, it's
Uh,
like
thanks
completely
for
normal. You
this
don't do
fast,
it.
fast, yes,
You
yes.
don't do it. It's like if you want to be fit, the temporary pain will be there. You have to be, it's like your body will ache, your muscles will crack. It's like at least 3 to 4 months you have to do it regularly. Then only you can see the
Yeah,
changes.
yes.
So, okay, so let me
So,
talk about, we'll talk about the strategies. It's like, what are some strategies or the techniques which we can use to overcome this procrastination?
okay. One more thing before going ahead, like as we are talking about what are the impact of that procrastination on our health, right, and on our mental health. So when it comes to the mental health, so when we are doing a lot of procrastination, it start anxiety in us, some kind of fear, some kind of fear of missing out. We started creating in us, and when the anxiety came in us, right, so obviously it like as I told you that I deal with the anxieties people was
Yeah.
having the some kind of fears in them, and then I you know help them to come out of all those fears. So somehow I see the common thing that they were doing the procrastination a lot in their lives somewhere, right? So what they want to achieve something in their life, and they were doing since long, so much procrastination. It started creating the fear, no matter what, whether it's about the relationship or it's about the career or it's about the health, right? So if you are having any kind of health issues today, and if you are not going to take it seriously and not looking for a solution, right? So in future you're gonna have that kind of mental issue, right? What we say like anxiety, depression, and stress. It's a normal lifestyle onwards. So what is the main thing that don't delay the task, right? Always when now we come to the techniques, how we have to achieve whatever we want to do. So there is called a salami technique, in which what you have to do, don't see the whole picture once, right? Don't look to complete the task in whole. Slice it down and eat one by one, right? Slice it down and eat one by one so that you can able to complete that task on time, right? So there is called a rule. The rule is called AIA. A means awareness, right? A means awareness. Having that awareness, whenever I am going to procrastinate, there is some kind of internal voice in my, in my mind going on. Like, okay, I will do it later, or I will do it tomorrow, right? So when it is going to start, just be aware, right? Whenever this voice is coming in your mind, be aware, right? So you have to, do it now. If there is a manifestation called do it now. So whether you're working, post it on your wall, right? On your computer, on your laptop, on your fridge, right? Whenever this voice is coming in your mind, so just read that, do it now, right? Do it now is simple. The word, technique I called you very simple. When you read that, do it now. Initially it may be not impactful, but as you see it regularly, your mind started, release those chemicals to, help you to do that task, on time, right? So first thing is, don't see the whole picture once, right? Do the task one by one, make it, slice, and then start eating one by one. Don't see it in the whole picture. Like, I give you the example of video editing. If someone wants to learn the video editing, what you need to do, right? So first, like, what you have to do, you have to record a video. Then you have to download a software, right, for video editing software. Then just on one day, start, making the cut, right? To do the cut in that video. So if you learn that, at least your video will be ready. However, you seem that still I don't know how to do the advanced editing. No worry, but at least you have done that job. You took the action. You record your video. You install that software and you import that video and you start cutting the video into the PC. Like, where is the jerk? You have to remove that, right? At least start from that, right? Later on, okay, you can learn the other things, like how to enhance the color, how to add the other stuff, how to add other elements, and how to make it more impactful. These are the other parts, right? So you can learn it later. But if you see that, if you are seeing a video and you're looking, oh, I want to make that this kind of video. Oh, so since us, from the initial days, you're not gonna learn it, right? You have to practice that, but still, until and unless you're gonna start that work, it is never gonna be complete, right? So start and chunk it down and start doing the action, start taking it.
Yes.
This is the first most important and basic thing if you want to master, to complete, or to achieve your goals,
Yes.
right?
I just want to add one thing. It's like
Yeah.
people say, right? Whenever, if you start any particular work, there is a 50-50 chance of winning or losing.
Yes,
But
sir.
if you don't start, it's like 100% you lose it. 100% you don't win that task. So the great tip is here. It's like, do it now. We have to. Maybe it's like, just take a sticker, guys, and stick it on your wall. It's like, whenever you feel like that inner voice kicks in, like, okay, I'll do it tomorrow, just do it and tell it to yourself, like, yes, do it now. That is the best thing, because the main thing, for the ultimate thing to overcome the procrastination, is the take action, right? So you have to take action at any cost. So it's like, any
Well
other
said. Yeah.
tips? Yeah, any
Yeah.
other tips, Ajay?
Yeah, like, first thing, why that task is important for you, right? And if that is important for you, so categorize it, like, in the like, urgent task and not urgent task. Do like that. And some tasks may be there if you are not gonna do that, you can delay those tasks also, right? So whatever the task is really urgent and important, you start categorizing that and do that, right? Do it now, right? If there is a task who gonna take just 2 minutes, right? If you have to make a call to a friend, right, and you're delaying, oh, I have to call him, and you're thinking about that only, right? So just pick up your phone, dial that number, and start doing that. Start that call, right? So it is also come into that, do the action, do it now, and it is not gonna take more than 5 minutes, right? So don't delay it, just do that right now, right? Because if you do that, so what you gonna do, right? You're gonna free up your mind. Otherwise, what is going to happen? You're gonna think about that. Oh, I have to do that task. Oh, I have to do that task. Right? So that will keep repeating in your mind, and you're gonna start the creating stress, and then you know the other
Yeah.
consequences of that. So you have to do that. It's not gonna take more than 5 minutes. Just do it now.
Yes. It is like fueling the fueling everything. It's like procrastination, then it fuels the overthinking. You feel like, okay, I want to do that. You'll be thinking, then again it's like it fuels up
Yes.
the stress, anxiety, mental health issues. Many things are attached to this actually. People are facing these kind of actually guilty issues also because of that. So
Yes.
yeah, guys, like if you have any questions, please send us the questions. We can take up the questions. Otherwise, we can wind up the sessions. Thank you. Thank you so much, Asif, for joining this Wisdom Waves
Yeah.
Live
Yeah.
and helping us to
Yeah. Thank
understand
you
the
so
what is
much.
procrastination and how to overcome it. The simple tricks, which actually we can do it in our daily lives. That is the main thing because we are living in a very busy schedule nowadays. So
Yes.
these things will be very helpful. Thank you so much for joining and
Yeah.
sharing this your
Yeah,
experience.
it's my pleasure. Yes, my pleasure. Thank you for inviting, and thanks for the lovely audience who were listening to us. And I hope you got some insight about that. You don't have to delay the task from now onwards, right? If
Yes,
you want
we
to do it,
got it.
do it now. Right?